I would like to introduce Anne Macaulay Lopez. Anne is one of our clients that we absolutely love. She just has finished up working with us for a year, and she's here to share her story. So, Anne, tell us about where you were in your business right before you began coaching.
Well, I'm a writer, and I've been a professional writer now for 12 years, actually 12 years in September. I was going to say this month. It's October today, though. Uh, and I was coming back from some health issues and just kind of trying to figure out how do I balance my energy and my business. And I was Carmen will tell you, I was very resistant to hiring coaches. But when I saw what Encore Empire offered and talked with Carmen, and then I met Deidre, I realized that it really was the perfect fit for me. Not just because of my age, but also the stage of my business was in a developing stage, really, and kind of stalled there for a while. I onboarded, I think we did, were we doing every other week coaching sessions, and it was really great. What I loved was the accountability, especially where I could say what's working, what's not working, and where do I need help. It was vulnerable at first, for sure. One of the things that was suggested was to learn my numbers. And I know Joe's here. She's a bookkeeper. She's my accountant. I go to her with all my numbers, and combined, I feel like I've got my power team in place. I know what my goals are, how to reach my goals, and how to get those numbers and what my numbers are. I used to do it all at the end of the year. So you go through the whole year and I never knew.
That's right. Yeah, and it was great going through. So with all of our clients, we bring people on and do an onboarding session, and we kind of rate where they're at different aspects of their business. And then the offboarding session, you were like, I can't believe I didn't know how to do that back then, because now you're like just doing it and it's great. So we've had so much fun watching you grow. And I guess we want to find out too, what were your biggest challenges, do you think, when you started? I mean, you were coming off the health thing, but if you could pick two areas or one or two, what would you say your biggest challenge was when you came on?
I would say, from a purely business perspective, shiny objects, I call them. Which social media platforms, spending time posting on social media and really not tracking the results, if any, from each platform. I also, admin tasks, that was the other thing. Sorry. My admin tasks, I was kind of spending really a day or two a week just doing admin things, and I was resistant again. Finally, I went to Upwork. I hired a VA, and it's basically on a project basis. Like, here's a little list for September, here's a list for October. And it's really helped me be able to focus. For example, I've been able to give some presentations and they request a PowerPoint. I don't know PowerPoint, don't want to learn PowerPoint. So I made sure that my VA knew and said, here's all my, my logo, my colors, my photos, all of it. And she created beautiful PowerPoints. We're in the process now of creating like 5 different presentations on topics in which I can speak and really kind of like sell, in the sense that here's what I speak on. If that fits for your organization, great. If not, I'm not reinventing the wheel. So that has really helped me focus, not like give away the shiny objects.
Yes.
I also shut down my Facebook page because it was getting me a grand total of 0 leads. My leads come through my personal page, people messaging me, hey, are you doing this? Can you help me out with this? I have a friend, can I introduce you? So those types of activities now are off my plate or not happening at all. That was
Yeah,
huge.
that is huge. And you mentioned that you were resistant to coaching at first. So what was it that made you decide to join? And I mean, you said that you felt like it was the right fit, but for anyone else who might be resistant, what would you have to say to them? Like what happened with you, and what would you say as advice for them?
Hop on a call with Deidre and Carmen is what I would say. They meet you where you are. I've said this through the whole process. When I've not gotten my to-dos done, they don't rake me over the coals. They're really there to encourage me and encourage us in different ways. And they have different tools that fit whatever point you're at in your business, including these types of workshops where you can learn with other people. So I think it was gentle, it was focused, and you met me where I was.